Hi! Does eating seafood really make one healthier? Well, let's find out. Now, before we go there, let's go into what Dr. Lee calls angiogenesis. Now, what's angiogenesis? It is basically the body's own ability to produce new blood vessels. And why is that important? Definitely, our body needs to be fed nutrients and it needs oxygen. But a crucial factor there is it must be in balance. Not too much new blood vessels, because by then it can supply cancer cells with the nutrients that they need, but not too little also, so that it doesn't compromise the body's own defense systems. Now, for nutrition, to make sure that the body can produce new blood vessels, one of the best is actually seafoods for defenses and for nutrition. Now, seafoods contain poly unsaturated fatty acids, which are good for our body, mainly in the form of omega-3s, and I'm sure you have heard that already. Now, where do we get these omega-3s? Now, one of the main sources is actually on fish, and these are called DHA and EPA. Another source is actually, believe it or not, on plants. It is called ALA fatty acids. Okay, but we need to understand that there needs to be a balance, because fish also have omega-3s, even plants. What is needed for it to be healthy is there's more omega-3s than omega-6s in what we are eating, because omega-6 fatty acids has an inflammatory effect on the body, and therefore there will be a risk in diseases in our body. So keep it in check, more balance, more omega-3s than omega-6s. Now, there was a study recently done in the Singapore Chinese health study, that's what it was called, wherein they looked into around 35,000 women, can you imagine, who ate at least 3 ounces of fish a day. And the result, after some time, was there was a 26% reduction in the risk of acquiring breast cancer. Good news. And also there was a 31% reduced risk in acquiring colon cancer. Good news. And another one, there was a startling 42% reduced risk of acquiring age-related macular degeneration, AMD, or in layman's terms, vision loss, especially for the elderly. And that's definitely good news for especially our senior citizens. And what was the source? Just eating fish. Now, let me share with you some of the kinds of fish that have a lot of omega-3s. Very high on the list are hake, the salmon, this bluefin tuna, and then there's sardines, halibut, and trout. In the medium level, there's crab, there's shrimp, there's prawns, skate, and cod. Okay, so if you can have that in your menu, let your wife or you cook fish. My wife cooks fish almost all the time, and that ensures that our brain and our angiogenesis is kept in check. Now, let's be careful about one thing when we talk of fish. I'm talking here of tilapia. Okay, so those of us who are eating tilapia, be very careful, because tilapia contains a lot of omega-6s, and therefore there's a tendency for inflammation to be in our body. So be very careful about tilapia. Okay, now let me now share with you a quotation from my favorite wellness doctor, Dr. William Lee, in his book, Eat to be Diseased, and let me read it for you. And he said, bioactives in food, like fish, help the body keep angiogenesis in balance and in harmony. And when it comes to preventing disease in people, there is no equal to diet for health and for safety, which I thoroughly agree with. Okay, and so I would encourage each and every one of us to start looking into our menu, have more fish in the menu, cook them, especially the ones that are high in omega-3s. Let's do it, okay? Stay away from toxic food, stay safe, stay healthy, and if you like this video, please share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.